Northern Vermont is a land of rolling hills. It has tall mountains and deep forests. These green mountains hold many secrets. They whisper tales of times long past. This region's story is rich and deep. It is woven into the very fabric of the landscape. The rivers carve paths through the valleys, just as history has carved its path through the lives of the people here. Understanding this place means listening closely. It means looking beyond the surface to the layers of time that have settled like fallen leaves over the centuries. The beauty we see today is a testament to both nature's power and human endeavor. Before Europeans arrived, this land was home to the Abenaki people. They were the First Nations, the original inhabitants. Their lives were deeply connected to the forests, the rivers, and the mountains. They hunted, fished, and gathered what the land provided. The seasons dictated their movements and their way of life. Their stories and traditions are an essential part of northern Vermont's earliest history. Their understanding of this environment was profound. They lived in harmony with nature, a lesson that resonates even now. Their presence shaped the land in subtle ways, leaving traces for those who know where to look. Then came new people from across the sea. European explorers and settlers began to arrive. They saw a wilderness, a place of challenge. They also saw a place of opportunity. The dense forests offered timber. The fertile valleys promised farms. These newcomers brought different ways of life. They brought new ideas and new conflicts. The meeting of these two worlds, Native American and European, marked a turning point. It was the beginning of a new chapter in northern Vermont's unfolding story, a chapter filled with struggle and transformation. The landscape itself seemed to watch, impassive, as human dramas played out upon its surface. Northern Vermont developed a unique character. It stood apart from its New England neighbors. An independent spirit took root here very early. This spirit was forged in hardship and self-reliance. The people who came here were often seeking freedom. They wanted to build their own lives on their own terms. This fierce desire for independence is a thread that runs through the region's history. It is a key to understanding the hidden stories that are not always found in mainstream accounts. We aim to uncover these narratives, to shine a light on the less told tales of this remarkable corner of America. The early years of European presence were marked by conflict. The French and Indian Wars raged across the region. Northern Vermont became a contested territory. It was a frontier between French Canada and the British colonies. Forts were built along Lake Champlain. Soldiers marched through these forests. Battles were fought for control of strategic waterways and land. This period was one of great uncertainty. The lives of early settlers were often perilous. They faced dangers from warfare and the harshness of the wilderness. The echoes of these conflicts can still be felt in the names of places and the old stone foundations. Later, land itself became a source of major dispute. The area known as the New Hampshire Grants was claimed by both New Hampshire and New York. Settlers who had received grants from New Hampshire found their titles challenged. This led to the rise of Ethan Allen. He and his Green Mountain Boys fiercely defended their claims. They used strong words and sometimes strong actions. They became symbols of Vermont's resistance to outside authority. Their efforts were crucial in shaping Vermont's path towards self-determination. They fought for their homes and their right to govern themselves, a truly American story of defiance. For 14 years, Vermont stood alone. It was an independent republic from 1777 to 1791. It was not part of the original 13 colonies. It was not yet part of the United States. The people of Vermont drafted their own constitution. It was a groundbreaking document. It was the first in North America to ban adult slavery. It also established universal manhood suffrage without regard to property. Governing themselves presented many challenges, but Vermonters cherished their independence. Eventually, in 1791, Vermont joined the Union. It became the 14th state, a unique addition with its own proud history. The 19th century brought more changes to northern Vermont. Agriculture became central to the economy. Sheep farming in particular boomed for a time. The landscape was cleared for pastures. Small towns grew around mills and local industries. Life was tied to the seasons and the land. Vermont also played a role in the national drama of slavery. It was a staunchly abolitionist state. Many Vermonters were active in the Underground Railroad. They helped enslaved people find freedom in Canada. This commitment to justice further defined the character of the state and its people, showing their moral courage. Imagine a letter from an early pioneer woman dated 1785. "My dearest sister," it might begin. "The winter here is long and cold. The wind howls through the chinks in our small cabin. We work from sun-up to sundown just to survive. My husband, John, cleared another acre last fall. We hope for a good crop of corn this year. The children are hardy, thank the Lord. But I miss the comforts of our old home. Still, there is a wild beauty here, and we are free to build our own lives. We pray for strength and a milder season. This glimpse shows the daily toil and quiet hope. Consider the words of a Green Mountain boy. He might have spoken to his comrades before a confrontation. 'Men,' he'd say, his voice firm. 'The Yorkers think they can take our land. They think they can tell us how to live. But this is our soil. We cleared it. We built our homes here with our own hands. We will not yield. We stand together for our families and our freedom. Let them see the strength of Green Mountain's spirit. We fight not for a king, nor for a distant government, but for ourselves, for Vermont.' His words would reflect the deep passion for their cause and their unyielding determination. Think of a farmer in the mid-1800s. He stands looking over his fields. The sun is setting. His diary entry might read, 'Another long day in the fields. The hay is in, finally. The sheep are grazing peacefully. Mary canned beans all afternoon. The children helped with chores. It is a hard life, yes, but it is an honest life. We depend on the land, and the land provides. This community is strong. Neighbors help neighbors. We look after each other. There is a satisfaction in this, a peace that comes from working with the earth. His thoughts reveal a deep connection to the land and the importance of community. Now picture a station master on the Underground Railroad. It's a dark night in the 1850s. He hears a secret knock at the door. He knows the risk. Harboring fugitive slaves is against the law. But his conscience tells him it is the right thing to do. He guides the weary travelers to a hidden room. He gives them food and a safe place to rest. "You are safe here tonight," he whispers. "Tomorrow we will help you on your way to Canada, to freedom." This quiet act of courage, repeated many times, shows the moral fiber of many Vermonters who believed in human dignity. The independent spirit of early Vermonters is still alive today. You can see it in the way people participate in local government. The town meeting is a cherished tradition. Citizens gather to discuss and vote on important local issues directly. This direct democracy is a powerful link to the past. It reflects a belief that every voice matters. Vermonters often take unique stances on political and social issues. This willingness to think for themselves, to go their own way, is a hallmark of the state's character. It is a direct inheritance from those who first carved out a life here. The deep connection to the land has also endured. Early settlers depended on the natural world. Today, Vermonters place a high value on preserving their beautiful landscape. There is a strong environmental consciousness. Efforts to protect forests, farms and waterways are widespread. This is not just about scenery. It is about understanding that the health of the land is tied to the health of the community. The historical struggles over land have perhaps made people more aware of its preciousness. This commitment to conservation is a vital part of modern Vermont's identity and its future. The cultural heritage of northern Vermont is carefully preserved. Many small towns look much as they did a century ago. Historic buildings are maintained with pride. Local historical societies work to keep the stories of their communities alive. Festivals and traditions celebrate the region's unique past. From agricultural fairs to historical reenactments, these events connect present generations to their roots. This active remembering ensures that the lessons and experiences of those who came before are not forgotten. It enriches the lives of those who live here today, providing a sense of continuity and belonging. Ultimately, the history of northern Vermont is not just a collection of dates and events, it is a living presence. You can feel it in the quiet strength of the mountains. You can see it in the determined faces of its people. It is in the independent way of thinking. It is in the value placed on community and the land. The past has profoundly shaped this place. It continues to inform the present and guide the future. The whispers from the Green Mountains still speak to those who take the time to listen, telling a story of resilience, freedom, and enduring spirit.